Hi, this is Abby with Happy Little Mystic, and welcome back to your free self-paced tarot course. In today's lesson, we'll be talking about numbers 5 and 6 in the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. We'll do a brief overview of how they show up in each one of the 4 elements or 4 suits. If you're following along in our tarot workbook, and you open up to our Minor Arcana section, you will see that there is a place in there to write down some notes for each one of the numbers 5 and 6. For the 4 elements of fire, water, air, and earth. So looking quickly at the number 5 imagery here, we'll see that all of the cards are a little ominous. And that's for a good reason, because in numerology, the number 5 is all about change and challenge. It's this energy of disruption and growth through conflict. So the themes for the number 5 are instability that leads to transformation, testing limits in facing adversity, conflict, tension, or uncertainty, and then this freedom and adaptation. The energy for the number 5 shakes things up, and we'll see that in each one of the cards here. It brings the energy of movement, unpredictability, and this discomfort that often precedes growth and breakthrough. So although the number 5 can feel chaotic, it's actually this necessary piece for transformation. If we take a closer look at our 5 of Wands, our fire element, the core meaning here is competition, tension, and this disorganized struggle. So we have our 5 young men with wands that appear to be fighting or sparring. It's symbolizing this chaos and differing opinions or creative tension. So the themes for the 5 of Wands is this friendly competition or rivalry, a conflict without clear direction, brainstorming or debating, and this dynamic energy that needs to be channeled. And remembering back to our lesson on the elements, the wand is our fire element. It's that passion and energy, this drive and momentum. So the chaos here is showing us that it really does need to be channeled to transform. We need to take that energy and channel it. The next card we have is the 5 of Cups. In our cup suit, it is all about the water element, our emotions, and relationships. So the core meaning of this card is grief, regret, and disappointment. And we can see that clearly with this cloaked figure. Looks like they're mourning. They have 3 spilled cups over here. Even though 2 are still standing behind them, this is symbolizing this emotional loss and the challenge of shifting the focus to what remains. The theme here is loss or emotional setback, regret or dwelling on the past, needing to see the positive amidst the grief, and then this healing through perspective shift. So again, although these cards are somewhat sad, it's a necessary thing that we need to go through in order to transform. It's this shakeup that we need. Moving on to the 5 of Swords, or our air element. The core meaning here is conflict, winning at a cost, and ego clashes. The depiction here is this figure here who's smirking. He's holding 3 swords while 2 others walk away in defeat. It's suggesting victory through domination or deceit, but at what cost? So the themes here are arguments, manipulation or hostility, hollow victory or ethical compromise, power struggles or tension, and then reassessing the value of winning. So is it worth it? And then finally, we have our 5 of Pentacles, our earth element. Another sad depiction here of what looks like 2 people out in the cold. The core meaning of the 5 of Pentacles is financial hardship, exclusion, and instability. So we have our 2 figures. They're struggling through the snow outside of a church window. It's symbolizing material lack, poverty, and the spiritual crisis. So although the help is near in this church window here, it's going unnoticed. They're not looking beside them. The themes of the 5 of Pentacles are loss of job, home, or security, feeling left out, abandoned, or unworthy, spiritual or emotional poverty, and then help is available, but pride or pain may block access. So that's the quick overview of how the 5 shows up in each of the 4 elements. We're now going to move on to the number 6. And what's nice about the number 6 coming after the number 5 is that it shows us this harmony or healing and balance. So we can already see the difference in the cards here as I trade them out. When the number 6 shows up in the tarot, in a tarot reading, you're going to have themes of reconciliation and restoration. So this giving and receiving, responsibility and service, and this beauty, peace, and emotional harmony. It's exactly what we need after the number 5, with that shakeup and emotional upheaval. The energy for the number 6 brings a sense of relief and rebalancing. It's about finding peace, connection, and restoring alignment in various aspects of life. So if we take a closer look at our fire element, the core meaning here is victory, recognition, and public success. So we have a figure riding here triumphantly on a horse through a crowd. He's holding a wand and has this laurel wreath on it here. The card's speaking to celebration and visible achievement, this acknowledgement. The themes for the 6 of Wands are triumph, recognition and praise, self-confidence and leadership, and then the shared celebration of success. It's a great card to show up. Next, we have our 6 of Cups. In the core meaning of the 6 of Cups is nostalgia, childhood, and emotional innocence. We have a child here offering a cup of flowers to another, surrounded by this peaceful village scene. It's symbolizing innocence, happy memories, and emotional generosity. The themes here, if the 6 of Cups shows up, we have reunion or revisiting the past, inner child healing, and acts of kindness or giving. It's a wonderful card. Next, we have our 6 of Swords, or the air element. The core meaning here is moving on, this transition and mental healing. So we have a cloaked figure being ferried across the water with a child, and they're leaving the turbulent waves behind. We'll see that here. The swords stand upright in the boat, symbolizing bringing this mental clarity along. So the themes here for the 6 of Swords are journey toward peace of mind, leaving behind conflict or pain, emotional or mental healing, and then this physical travel or spiritual transition. And then finally, we have our 6 of Pentacles, our earth element. The core meaning of the 6 of Pentacles is generosity and balance in giving and receiving. So we have this wealthy person here distributing coins to the poor, holding scales in one hand, symbolizing fairness and generosity. The themes here are financial or material generosity, receiving help or supporting others, this power dynamics in giving, and then a balanced relationship and fairness. And that's what I have for the 6s and how they play out in each one of the elements. In our next lesson, we'll take a look at the numbers 7 and 8 and how they show up in each one of the 4 elements of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.